Anyways, let's rank the bugs on how sexy they are. Yeah, I've dropped a seed down there before. It was not fun. It's a little bit of a weird segue when you were like, let's rank the bugs on how sexy they are, and then bam, when you drop a seed. Specifically the enemies. This is all the enemies. I went through and screenshotted every single enemy in the game. I got everything in my own run except for this little guy. I couldn't get a screenshot of him. I had to go into Jumpy Luff's VOD and screenshot it because I don't go anywhere near him. So yeah, I figured a little bit of different content. Oh, let's do some tier lists on the bugs in A Bug's Life PlayStation version. Yeah, Cockroach is Bugdy. Look how gross he is. I don't even have to like explain to him. So I don't have to explain myself for any of this. This is essentially like a smash your pass, but you know, S through D. Would I smash this bug? Or would I pass? I'll pass on him. I don't have to explain. This guy's gross. He comes out of the wall. He's just gross. Like, there's nothing appealing about this. He's got, like, a nice eye. So maybe I'd put him at, like, C tier. He's got nice eyes. But I don't think I'd ever want to fuck with that millipede. Like, he's like, a couple of drinks in kind of, you know, smash or pass. You know what I mean? Do I have to explain myself any further? You know, see this taxi bug here? This man is a taxi. He's got a job. He's a hard-working man. He's got money. So for that reason, I'd put him at A. He's not the best looking. He's not the best looking, but he's got a job. He's a hard-working man. And for that reason, he is A. Not S tier. Definitely not all the way up to S tier. Let's see here. The ant. For one, why are there additional ants in this game? Like, why? Why are there additional ants in this game? But not the most annoying, but I'm sure he can get down. I wonder if this is one of the ones. Oh, they're spiders? Oh, they're spiders. They go in D tier. I thought they were ants. Because they already have... We have spiders, and then we have... I'm pointing at my screen. We have spiders, and then we have Daddy Longlegs. Speaking of Daddy Longlegs, let's just jump him up to S tier. He's got Daddy in the name. Like, come on. Like, give me one reason why I shouldn't. Alright, this little pillbug dude, he is probably one of the cutest enemies in the whole game. And I have a feeling that if you were to fall in love with this man, he would protect you with his life and his back. Would he be good at it? Probably not. He dies pretty easily. But he would protect you until the day he dies. With his body. He'd just flop on top of you. Flop on you in the bed. What do you think? Where would you rank this man? This humble defender of the ground and what is below him? I personally think he'd be somewhere along the lines of like B, maybe A. But that's just me. I'll put him. Yeah, I'd put him A tier. He's got a little bit of something to bring to the table. Alright, do I need to say more about the worm? Do I need to say more about the worm? He is phallic shaped. He's phallic shaped. See it? See this big plumbous nose? He knows how to work that. But he's also a worm and doesn't provide a whole lot. But due to the fact that he is phallic and has pretty eyes, I'll put him in B tier. I think that's a pretty respectable placement for something that's phallic shaped with pretty eyes but has no arms and doesn't really do a whole lot. He eats poop. You know what? He eats poop. If he's going in an anus, you wouldn't have to shit anymore. This is getting really weird. This is a weird tier list. I'll still put him at B tier just because he doesn't really do a whole lot. Like he's got pretty eyes. Now the bird is the only mammal on this list. What would we do with the bird? The bird gives pretty music. It chirps. Chirpity chirp chirp. I feel like he could do something. I don't know about the beak though. Beak doesn't do a whole lot. You know what? I'm not too fond of, you know, the one mammal on this entire list I'm not too fond of. He's got a beak. Chirping would get pretty annoying, actually. I don't know about you, but I think this bitch belongs in, I'll put him C tier. They gotta be warm inside. Dragonflies, E tier. Let me just add an additional tier real quick. Dragonfly. Dragonflies are kind of scary, not gonna lie. And the way they mate is terrifying, so I'm gonna put them at D. I wouldn't want to deal with the spiky noodle that they have. Okay, Crispy, what is this little guy? I don't actually know what he is. I think he's a snake, but he's really cute. I really want to know what this is, because he's super cute. He's like the cutest enemy in the whole game. Larva? That would make sense, but I don't actually know. Anyways, this fly right here. He's in the mafia. These flies are in the mafia. Like, you can't tell me that these guys aren't in the mafia. They're in a fly mafia. And quite frankly, if you're in the mafia, you kind of get sucked into it if you, like, marry into it. Quite frankly, I don't know if I'd want to deal with that, but they would also potentially have money. So they have a form of a job, they're just hitmen, right? So they got money there, but they're mafia. Get sucked in. You know what? I'll put the both Thud. No, I'll put Thud here, and I'll put the Fly here. They're both kind of closely associated, you know? Thud's a big boy. You know what they say about big boys? No, tell me, I don't actually know. Now, this is the generic-ass henchman of the grasshoppers. They're the lowest of the low in the the grasshopper mafia. But I'll put him at C tier because he's not quite, like, threatening as those in D tier. You know, spiders, dragonflies, and this gross-ass cockroach. But he's kind of anthropomorphic in a sense that he's upright. So I'll put the cockroach. I keep saying cockroach. I'll put the grasshopper henchman at C. I feel like that's a very respectable place. It's not at the bottom. It's not quite halfway, so he's not the worst. On the topic of grasshoppers, we do have, oh god, what's his name? Thumper? I can't remember his name. Yeah, Thumper. We got Thumper here. This man is an untamed beast who is absolutely rabid for no reason other than his own problems. He's very much not in a good mental state. If any of you have seen the movie, we all know that this man is crazy and an animal. And for that, I'll put him in D tier. Molt gives me really comfy vibes, you know? As strange as it sounds, just listening to this man talk, he just sounds like the kind of man that's like, I don't actually want to hurt anybody. I got dragged into this. I just want to go home, kick back, watch some TV with my family. He just seems like an all-round good guy, you know? Just listen to the man's voice. He's like, this isn't fair. Why is this happening to me? He seems like a nice guy. And for that, I'll put him in S tier. I think that's pretty fair. He's a nice guy. He means well. He doesn't actually mean to hurt anybody. Hopper, you know, fuck Hopper. I feel like he could... Hopper seems like the kind of guy that'd be aggressive in the bed. But in a sense of, Daddy Dom. But I'm not into that. But he's also got kind of like... He's got a little bit of money. He's the leader of the grasshoppers. I'll put him in A tier. I feel like A tier is pretty reasonable. Hornets fucking suck. Mosquitoes, they know how to suck. Mosquitoes just know how to suck. But they also like to suck blood. You need blood. So I'm gonna put them in C tier. They kind of got something going for them. But they kind of, they suck, but they suck, you know? They suck good, but they suck blood. So there's kind of like this weird in-between that you gotta work with. So I'm gonna put them in C tier. Oh, what do we do with this guy? Look how angry he is. He's got some angry eyes. He doesn't really have a whole lot going for him. He kind of just circles. Doesn't really do a whole lot, you know? He just bumps into you. He circles. I don't know. I don't think I'd ever want to do anything with him. There's a lot of things in this game that I wouldn't want to do anything with. I'll put this little larva snake dude in B tier. He's cute. But I wouldn't necessarily want to do things with him because he's cute and he's very little. But look at his little angry eyes. He's cute. I think we can say that B tier is like, I'd kiss him. S tier, go all the way. A tier, I'd do stuff. Maybe a little, you know. Get the good old Scott guac guac going. I think this is safe to say the pinnacle of this tier list. I think this is the best this tier list is ever gonna get.